Gino! Wormbo! Wormbo! So, in other news, my car is currently in the shop, so I have my parents' Mazda 3, so I need to be extra careful not to show the plate on this one, because this is not some rando rent-a-car or my car where it's kind of like, okay, there's been so many opportunities for people to get my plate number. This one we gotta be careful with. Also, in other news, at least for the time being, until I get my car back, I don't think we're gonna go. Uh, what's up, Faithless? What? How's it going? So yeah, as I mentioned, Gino's in full worm mode. My car is currently in the shop, so I have my parents' Mazda 3 right now, which is actually a quite lovely car to drive. I'm not gonna lie, but I do need to be very, very careful to not show people the plate number on this one because this is not, David's idiot car. This is a car that needs some privacy. Gino. Also, oh yeah, okay, Faithless, you're here today. Elijah, do me a favor. Hop into the Discord briefly, and there'll be a subset or like a sub chat, I believe, that says like Faithless new channel or whatever. And I put the link to that there. Um, do me a favor and copy that link and pin it in the chat so people can go follow Faithless if they want to. Big Gino. Thanks, sir. Look, yeah. So the downside to not having my own car is I'm missing a lot of things. I'm missing extremely a lot of things from my uh from my from my cat kit, as it were. Um. So I have and also in full disclosure. See, I'm being careful not to show the plate number. In full disclosure, I probably could have gotten more from my cat kit, Gino. Um, but but yeah, I had to like. I was rushing in today, and I forgot to throw the extra cat food in the container. So, this is all to say, we've got enough food for Gino. We've got enough food for a few more cats, but we do not have the time, nor the ability for me to take y'all home with me and do like a hangout schmoozing lock picking stream for numerous reasons. Number one, I don't have a phone mount in the car, so I would have to hold the phone or find a way to hold it. That doesn't seem like a very safe idea. Oh, oof. Oof. Good luck on the torque converter, Faithless. That sucks. Um, it's the same issue that it's had for quite some time. The AC system has a leak in it. And I've been putting off repairing it, but it's getting very, very hot right now in Los Angeles, and it's time to it's time to fix that leak so I have AC. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like a dog in the heat, just going. And Gina was like, "You sounded like a dog. How dare you sound like a dog in front of me, Gino?" Ring around the Gino. All right, let's get some food for Mr. G. Yeah, it is probably just an O-ring, but we'll let the smoke tester figure it out. That's some BS. Yeah, I get the feeling this is good. I mean, look, I don't, American dollar greenbacks. freedom dollars are worth a bit more than the dollary do. So I don't see it costing me $2 grand, but yeah, I'm about to drop a couple $100 at least uh on that. Feels great, but you know what? It's worth it to keep an early 2000s cars going because they're actually worth keeping on the road. I didn't even notice they fixed their and you'll see they fixed the gate finally. Good. You'll love to see it. Second live stream in a row that I'm here as the RAV4 is moving out. That's hilarious, my dudes. Okay. Also, in other news, I'm also not sure how audio is going to work when I'm transiting between colonies because new car, Bluetooth auto connect. I hope it doesn't throw a hissy fit about anything. So we'll see. Gino has taken quite the dust bath today. There are so many like little pieces of grass and shit in his fur. And one thing that I usually have, but that I do not have, is a comb of some sort for the cats. Oh, no. Excuse me, G. Bone apple tea. Ah, okay. What's up, Wingsley? What's up, Sycopot? What's up, oh my god, new CVT is 15K? Shit. Okay, Elijah. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do. We'll promote Faithless's chat, or we'll promote fucking shit. God damn. We'll promote Faithless's channel next stream. Elijah, feel free and pin the link to your channel so you can get some subs if you want. Garcia Alvarado also. How's it going? All right, peeps. We are going to go check in briefly on the main colony and to avoid having to worry about connectivity questions and stuff like that. I'm just going to lock the car up and leave it here, and I'll come back in a second. So we got paper plates this time because, like I said, I don't have anything that I usually have. You're pin that sucker. Pin message. So yeah, everyone who swings by, feel free to subscribe to Elijah, the mod with the most chat or channel rather. All right, paper plates, 2 things of food because that's all we got today, really. Let's go to the main colony. Gino, you got food. Don't look at me like I'm mistreating you. I'm not. Get. Oh no, I dropped a can. Is that the lock button? No, that's that. Oh, new Japanese car, not nearly as quiet and unobtrusive as my old Japanese car. My old Japanese car, when the alarm armed would have gone. Yeah, paper plates. Yeah, paper plates do work great, but I like the reusability of the plastic containers because, like, for example, if I could grab that one, I could reuse it. But I also realize that these are a lot more renewable and a lot better on the environment. They're kind of single use, and I prefer multi-use stuff. What's up, Gina? How are you? Long time no see. I hope you're well. Hasn't been that long actually, but relatively speaking. Hey, look, speaking of things I can maybe reuse. For water, probably not, but for food, maybe. It has a hole in it. It would leak water. But like I said, for food, probably work just fine. This one's a no-go for food, I think. But yeah, very good to see you, Gina. I hope you're well. A couple of chats ago, we were all commenting in the chat, like, hey, where's Gina? We miss her. Cat, cat, cats, cat, kitty. Wow, for here, it's actually a surprising amount of cats. Who we got? We got Jamie the cat. We got Pauline. We got Lil V. Anybody else? What in the blue shit is this? I mean, it's certainly something. That's what it is. It is it's something. It is a thing, and it is of some sort of thing, and that's what that is. All right, we move. Kitties. And yeah, let's see what else. As far as so I'm hoping in other news, I'm hoping to get my car back, hopefully by the end of the week. But if not, it is what it is. Um, hey Jay, can I say like a theory? Um, I have no proof of said theory, but I think it might hold some decent water. Um, I think Jamie is Baby Blue's mother. And the reason I say this is because they both have the same perma sniffle. And the doctors, when I first took Baby Blue off the streets, told me, oh, yeah, he probably got that from one of his parents. He'll never lose it. It's just, it is what it is. And, well, Jamie's also a tabby and also has a perma sniffle. So Jamie might be Baby Blue. They also might be litter mates. You never really know. But they both have the sniffle. Oh, Pete, you've become vocal again? I like it. Kitty cats. Ahua. Oh my God. The amount of subwoofer trunk rattling, banda music is going on right now. 11 out of 10. But these go up to 11, y'all. It's like one more. It's one more level of volume. And since I do not have my usual accoutrements like a spare container for trash, this is going in that dude's dumpster. Fuck him. Okay, Jamie, bone apple tea. Sorry, Jay, I had to. Couldn't resist. I have very poor impulse control in that regard. Oh, who gave? Hey, Faithless, you rule. Street cats of South Australia. So, Faithless, here's the situation vis-a-vis the Squire lock. Um, I now am the proud owner, actually, of not one. Or let me flip the camera back to me because we don't need to see the car's plate number situation. All right. Bye, Jay. Bye, Pete. Bye, Little V. Bye, other cats that are probably hiding because they're scared shitless. Um, so here's the situation vis-a-vis the Squires. I now have two Squires. I have that big one with the closed shackle, the SS65 CS, and I also have I also since that I got flummoxed by that one, I also have an SS50, which is a slightly smaller version, 50 millimeter versus 65. And also not the CS, so it doesn't have it. It does it. This is the circumcised version, but this is to say the smaller Squire, the one I got second, has already been conquered. Actually, more than once. It was conquered by me off camera, and then, granted, after a lot of frustration and realizing that I was picking it the wrong way, I actually got the Squire on camera. But I have yet to get the big Squire. And to be honest, and what's up, Bear? You walked into a lot of fun stuff, I guess. But this is gonna be, yeah. For now, for the interim, we're gonna have fairly short. What's up, animals are awesome. Long time no see. I mean, not that long, but longish. And yes, Faithless. It was during a live that I got the Squire. But like I said, I still have not. I've been defeated roundly by the big Squire. Now I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Hold on one sec. We're back with Gino. I'm sure I'll get it eventually, but that day has not come yet, unfortunately, which sucks. Oh, meow, you have tons of food, meow. Look at this, meow. Gino's like, I know I have food, but what I don't have is your attention at the moment. Okay, attention. Attention incoming. Also, what y'all can't see is there's actually another cat eating over there. Not sure which cat that is, though. But yeah, we're with Gino. Sometimes I forget you're on the East Coast. Animals are awesome, and I just think you're one of my many Oregonian viewers. And I'm just like, oh shit, they're on the same exact time as me. No, wrong, wrong. Okay, G, you have a lot of food from me. You're very well taken care of. Oh, so the thing is, Wingsley, is that because at the moment oops, because Wingsley at the moment I don't have my own car, um, because my car's in the shop and I'm using my parents' car. I don't have my usual like. Yeah, he could, but yeah, I actually mentioned earlier in the stream before you popped in, animals are awesome, that this guy took a massive dust bath today. I was getting all kinds of like leaves and twigs out of there. he's actually doing a lot better than Charlie. Because look, this is some pretty heavy scratching, and like, yes, there is some schmutz, but like, you guys remember how dirty my hands were and how dirty everything was when Charlie came off the streets. But yeah, this guy's been dust bathing of late, and he seems to be having a good old time doing that. What's up, Chaos? Um, all the babies that have been okay are still okay. There's, nothing new to report, good or bad, other than Gino is extremely cute, and Chloe, who we're gonna go to shortly, is making excellent progress, and we love to hear that. Let's see if we can get a little closer on this cat and figure out who it is. Oh, it's the little tabby cat. I know this one. A little nervous cat. So yeah, basically that's the situation. Is right now I don't have my car, and uh oh yeah, Gino. So yeah, I don't have so oh these this is a nursery. So so uh so just to show you how it works, this is a very common scenario in Los Angeles. You see here we got the high voltage power lines going. Do, 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 and they just continue. Now, I've contended for years that this would be an exceptional place to put low cost housing. But since I'm not in politics, yeah, the nurseries don't mind at all. And more to the point, this is the same place. This is where Gino lives, and they're pretty chill overall. But like, yeah. So hold on 1 second. Turn the flash on briefly. Ah. So yeah, as you can see, the nursery goes way back. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a very good place. And there's more cats here than I know. There's more cats here than I see regularly. Trust me on that one. Um, but yeah. So and so yeah, there's actually a nursery on this side, and then hold on, let me turn the flash back off. There's actually a different nursery on the other side, and there's more cats there, and yes, there's also an encampment over there. It is what it is. Welcome to Los Angeles. Um, but yeah, at the moment, I do not have my car. I have this lovely Mazda 3, which is my parents' car, which is why I don't have my phone holder. I don't, deaf and partially blind. What a combo. Gee. Yeah, I mean the cuteness factor will bump up everything. Is that Napoleon? It is. It's Napoleon. Hey, Napoleon. Good to see you. Oh, so my this 3 actually has a uh has a standard slush, like a 6 speed automatic. Although I do happen to know that the 3 is one of the few cars that you can still buy new in the United States with a stick shift. Which is a great thing. Love to see Napoleon. That's great. Okay, guys, let's hop on over and check in on Clo and the gang. Yeah, Gino, I know you're putting on a great performance. It's very, very cute. We'll try and we'll try and we'll see what's going on. But yeah, it is very good to see Napoleon. I thought Napoleon had passed because he was a bit sick. Yeah, Gino does love me quite a bit, and the feeling is mutual. I just don't have a place at the moment to store him long term until I can get an adoption lined up. Yeah, Napoleon was so actually Napoleon was eating that canister, Faithless. I'll show it to you now that he's actually ran away. Oh, there he is. He's back. Hey, Polly. So yeah, that's actually like chock full of dry food. Oh yeah. I mean, Faithless, I think there's hope for all the cats. It's just a question of finding where the heck they went, you know? Hey, Polly, you were getting kind of close to almost petable. Let me see. Can I get a pet? Can I get a pet? We're not quite there yet. Hey, Gino, don't be a menace to Polly. Don't be a menace to Napoleon, Gino. Yeah, yeah. You're a big boy. I'll summon Fats if you start being a menace, and he'll fuck you up. What's up, Holy shit. Give her, bud! What's up, Randy? Guess who's back in town? Napoleon! Long time no see, Napoleon. All right. All right, y'all. Let us head on over to the other locations. And yeah, so what I'm saying, so the thing that I'm saying is when it comes to by the way, the red leather interior is very nice. I like it a lot. It's a very nice car, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a lot slower than my Acura, but that's to be expected. This is a four banger and it has all-wheel drive, and mine is a V6 and it fucks. Um, but yeah, the side effect of it not being my car is that none of the things that I would usually have in this car, like a hands-free thing to hold the phone, um, or anything remotely like that, is not here at the moment. And also this thing is push button start number one, which is something I need to. I'm not gonna lie. The first few times I was going like, where's my, where's my, where's my ignition key? Shut up, car. Don't. So, all right. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Also, remember when for the people who've asked in the past, hey, what's up with that thing hanging from your car? Look at this. I'm telling you, the Romano family has got shells and turquoise hanging from the car. That's the Romano family way. All right, let me not. All right, that's got my Arby's in the corner. Yeah, thankfully we're nowhere close to Puente Hills landfill, so that's not a concern. But you know, I have seen coyotes in the area, so it can suck sometimes. But you know, we just gotta do what you can. All right, that's the angle we're going with. It's the best I got. All right, put on the seat belts. This also, for the record, y'all. This angle is way out of my line of sight for driving, so I will not be able to keep up with chat while I'm driving like I usually am, because that one, like, because usually in my Acura when I have That's way too bright. Usually in the Acura, when I have when I'm driving, I've got the hands-free right here, and I can like glance ever so briefly at chats as part of my like road scan. But this is not going to happen today. But what we can do is, yeah, exactly, Randy. Concentrate on the road. Whoa, 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 whoa. Speaking of concentrate on the road, I just want to see. There's many cats today. Who else is there? Oh, it's just Neville. Neville is in town. Who the fuck? Is that Dick Grayson? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get out of the car really quickly and I'm gonna very briefly put her in reverse, Terry. Oh Lord, Terry. There's a surprising amount of cats here at the main colony right now. Give me a second. Let me show y'all what the situation. Get moving. Okay. And also on the subject of nurseries, everybody who's in the chat, there are cats over there by that little gap in the fence line, and they live at the nursery across the street. All right. Yo, there is an inordinate amount of cats here for the main colony in 2026. Let's see. Lil V. All right, Jamie and P, we know. Dick Grayson into house. Neville is into house. All right, not bad. Not a ton of cats, but yeah, nice to see a surprising amount of cats. All right, camera back on what? My beautiful Fez. I'm not gonna lie though, y'all. For a second, I thought the big cat over there in the distance was Marble Cat, and I was like, "Wow, if we rediscover 2 cats in one day, that'd be kick ass." But you know, you got to take you can't be greedy. You got to take what you can get. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Thing with modern cars is, golly, they make a lot of noise when you start up. In general, they're like, shut up. Like my car. One thing I like about old cars, they don't scream at you like that. They're way like, they're more relaxed. I'm like, car, could you stop screaming at me, please? All right. Okay. This car does have a fairly interesting blinker sound. It's not familiar to me. It's like, but yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I'm like, because this isn't my car, and not only that, it belongs to my parents. I gotta be super careful driving this one. And like, I can't really do too much buffoonery in this, but it's all good because by the time I get my car back, life will be so much better, and I will have a fully working AC system again. All right, I get the feeling I'm not going to make this light, and indeed I did not. It went yellow as shit. A Volvo V70! Hi! Hey, I love your car. I learned to drive in one of those. We have the meats, and I have the shakes. The milk shakes, not the shakes. I have those too, but that's a side effect of antidepressants. Okay, Mr. Dude in his electric scooter, you're very happy that you can keep up with me for now. Boots! Let me see what else. For those of you in the chat who are sports fans, what the heck is going on with NFL free agency right now? I don't understand that. Like, what the heck happened with Max Crosby? From the, from the jump on that one. And also, oh, no, wait, I want to go Witset. I do. This guy's lights are so bright. Oh, no wonder. It's an electric car. What? Make a sense. Okay. In other news, the Mazdas use, instead of a touch screen or whatever, they use an Audi MMI style. For those of you who are car nerds, they use an MMI style, like a multi-function knob to control their infotainment. So there's a central knob over here that spins and is also a four-way joystick additionally, and you can push it in to select stuff, and then you have a second smaller knob to the right of that, which is your volume adjust and like forward, backward, like track advance and what have you. All of this is to say that I have a turn coming up. Somebody also just dropped in a $20 thing, but I don't see who it was because I'm watching the road. I will say thank you to whoever that was momentarily. I'm amazed that this thing hasn't fallen over. I'm also trying to drive like very carefully through corners. I'm pissing off everyone behind me in my head. Probably in reality, they're like, oh, he's taking corners at normal speeds instead of the like ludicrous, like, I want to be Ayrton Senna so badly moments of buffoonery. I'm also hoping we get, speaking of, I hope we get a choo-choo today. Let's see, do we have choo-choo sighting? No choo-choo sighting. Here we are here. Okay. Any cats at the raccoons Steve-O's place? Let's see. Oh wait, first I gotta thank people. What's up, Urban Angst? Cleveland Toxic, it's a Mazda 3, yeah. Okay, what's up, True Builder? You rule! All right, Rick Wallace, what's up? Okay, guys. We're stopped. Let's see if there's any cats over here at Steve Steve Center. I don't know what to call this particular location. I should call it like Rail Fan Central because this is where we always just like, what's up, Kakihara? But yeah, this is where we go. This is like the Rail Fan colony. Is that a cat or a raccoon? That ran like a cat. What if it was neither a cat nor a raccoon? It was a possum or an opossum rather. What's up, smoking dabs? True Builder, I hope you're feeling a bit better. It looks like there's some new like thing going around right now. It's not what's up? What's up, Chris? Yeah, there's a new thing going around of late. It's not COVID, although maybe it is COVID, but it's not. It's neither COVID nor the flu, but it's just absolute BS. So if you got that, I did. I happened to get that one, and it's 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Or I see 1, 2, 3, 4 cats in the distance, but I can't pass this line without getting in some serious trouble. There's a lot of cameras here, as far as last time I checked. That's all right. We'll feed them right here, meow. What's up, January, baby? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Opossums are super cool. Although, like I said, I have a tendency to call them tacuaches, which is how you say opossum in Mexican Spanish. I believe it actually comes from Nahuatl, or I never pronounce it correctly, Nahuatl. But yeah, right. And like, I'm not gonna lie. Every time, if raccoons were like, I think I've said this before, but if raccoons were properly domesticated, I would do raccoon rescue too, because they got the jazz paws that are just the cutest freaking thing. And yeah, in my experience, the opossums and the cats, they get along just fine. Shit, there's so many cats, and I only have 2 containers of food left. Wait, hold on. Okay, I gave one to Gino. Oh, that adds up. Okay, yeah, I was not expecting as many cats as there are today. Sorry, guys. I only have one food container for you guys to share because the last food is reserved for Chloe. Yeah, one. Yeah, they're just characters. I mean, the fact that they're marsupials is just cool as shit, in my opinion. But like, but yeah, yeah, Randy, I think you're probably speaking some truth to it. I've jokingly been calling it COVID 26 or COVID 25, occasionally. That's so cool. Animals are awesome. Believe it or not, I actually. So what I'm gonna do, since I don't have a lot to go around, I'm gonna put it on the paper plate. What up, Dean? So hopefully, so they've got there's more space for the cats to share. Um, shit. What? Shut, quiet. That was Why are new cars so loud? That wasn't even. That was my fault. I think I triggered the panic thing by the way I was sitting. Yeah, Dean P is from Bangladesh. But what's crazy actually? Oh, do we have cats coming? I see cats coming. Come on, Void. Come on, other cats. Let me back away from the food so they can eat for a little bit, and we'll watch them eat, and then we'll go check in on Chloe. Um, yeah, no, yeah, that virus never left, but it got minimized, and we forgot about it, and then all the anti-maskers, anti-vaxxer, dipshit, dumb fuckistan residents are like starting to put all of us at risk. So yeah, it is what it is. All right. I'm gonna drop this empty container um in the trunk of the car, and we'll let the cats eat. This one's like, I am walking on the ledge because ledge walking is cooler. With the tail held high. Well, if you don't want to vax, that's on you, faithless. But I'm specifically speaking of the people who made it a political issue um, during a pandemic. That was ridiculous. No, I mean the vaccine wasn't all snake oil. The J&J one definitely was. Yeah, it's a cute tuxie. All right, we're gonna let these dude alone. Sorry to lose faithless, but I do have to stand on business. Oh, look at this calico! Like it is what it is. I don't, I probably shouldn't have been offensive about it, but like I'm sorry. Some things there's no room for tact, and one of those things is when people are literally putting other people at risk because they reject herd immunity. Yeah, and I mean, look, if you don't want a vaccine, I'm not going to stop you. Just if you're sick, stay far the fuck away from me. That's basically what I'm saying. Um, and beyond that, like the vax won't stop you from getting COVID. It will just reduce the amount of side effects and long COVID that you get. Uh, but my big my biggest thing, like I said, is that during the pandemic it became a political issue, which it should not have been. Yeah, I had COVID. And because I'm vaccinated, my long COVID symptoms were not that bad, relatively speaking. Like, this is not to say that the vaccine is perfect, but like, realize that the only reason that this is even an issue is that because we live in the stupidest time to be alive right now. And like, Dean, I don't want to put you on blast, but like the loss of the sense of smell is a big thing, you know. But some people get that back quicker because of their vaccination status. But you know, whatever. I'm like I said, I don't want to make a big hoo-hoo about this. But like, whoop, but yeah, like I said, in days, this is a sad side effect of living in an anti-scientific time. Is that is that we look at scientific progress with suspicion, and it's like, how could these people would have rejected the polio vaccine when Jonas Salk came out with it? It's like, what are we doing here, guys? Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, Dean P. Because we don't tell these people that they're idiots, their numbers are growing. But I mean, what in the blue fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Yeah. Thank you, Elijah. Hey, kitty. You okay, kitty? Oh, small kitty. It's at the place where I don't feed because they take care of them, but yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of rich assholes with a lot of stupid opinions, so maybe Bezos or Musk or something can get all the flat earthers into one of their super special rockets and launch all the flat earthers simultaneously into outer space, and they can be like, "Oh shit, it is a sphere." And then immediately following that, they'll realize that because it's a shitty ass timeline. Chloe's here. Hey, Chloe. Dean Truebuilder has questions about Bangladesh, and since you are our native Bangladeshi, help a man out. to be. Yeah, pneumatic computer. Yeah, just like those are the Amish computers. Well, I mean, it is an awfully expensive way, Randy, but think of the plus side. This is late stage capitalism. For those people, there's such a waste of air. You don't need to include the heat shield. They can just burn up on reentry, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, the world was." Chloe. Yeah, I mean, like that's why I always say, like, we just live in such a dumb time to be alive. But like, it, it's it's so frustrating to see people who are generally like not shitbirds, um, take such an anti-scientific progress stance on life. Like, why are you doing that? Yuck. Yeah, I did scare her a bit. I'm sorry, folks. That's the second time I set off the gosh darn panic alarm. That's annoying. All Sorry, Chloe. I didn't know you didn't like to see flying plates. Please don't hold it against me. I still think you're cute. I just would like a pet, please. All right, let's see if she comes out. Hopefully she does. So so Bear, we're waiting for Chloe the cat to come out. I scared her. But I'm not sure if Bangladesh has electricity or not. True Builder and True Builder, Dean and Elijah probably know better than I do. But it's just a dumb timeline. I see her starting to come out, but I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna walk away from here. Great, 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 great. It's another part of what makes being alive right now simply the bomb. In other news, cat. Yeah, I mean, well, y'all, everything's going crazy right now because of the stupid, uh, you know, chair cat. All right, I scared chair cat. Let's see if Chloe, Chloe, Chloe. Yeah, because of the whole stupid Middle East situation and stupid wars and stupid. Everything is stupid. Like even pasta prices are going through the roof. Okay, time for me to take several steps back and shut the hell up. Hey, Katie, how you doing? I think I scared the ever loving you. I think I scared the crap out of Chloe. I'm sorry, Chloe. Don't hold it against me. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, Katie. How about yourself? A, a diesel Volkswagen. All right. Share cat is there. Ah! Hey, chair cat. Bye, chair cat. All right. Good night. Yeah, Katie, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I mean, look, as an Israeli American, right now is a wonderful time for me to be alive. Yeah, Chaircat was very cute. Or Chaircat is very cute. All right, my presence though is scaring both Chloe and Chaircat, so I will come back to you momentarily, chat. Let's hope the cats come out. I had to step away. Hey, Chloe. Hi, Rona. Yeah, we saw Gino earlier. Yeah, Rona, we saw Napoleon for the first time in a long time. It was great. Yeah, some other cats too. Right now, I'm going to slide this under. Hi. What's up, Chair Cat? Should we just call Chair Cat Cece? Because Chair Cat, Cece? What do we think? Speaking of Chair Cat's eating over there. Chair Cat. Okay, Chris Chapman. I never said I was proud. I said it was a wonderful time to be Israeli American, very sarcastically. I mentioned it because I am both Israeli and American, and I hate what the two countries of my citizenship are doing. It's my channel, so I get to discuss whatever the fuck I want. That's why. And also, one of my longtime viewers who I know very well, Katie, mentioned that the world is in shambles right now, which I agree. And I commented that, yeah, as an Israeli American, now is a great time to be alive. Very, very, very sarcastically. This isn't text. My sarcasm should be relatively apparent. You know, and also, I might add, I'm not proud to be of any particular race, ethnicity, or nationality. Pride goeth before a fall. King David wrote that in Proverbs. KT, it sucks, but like, here's the thing: it's hard being Israeli American right now, but not nearly as hard as it is to be Iranian American, Palestinian American. Like, I can't tell you how hard life has been the past few years for my Iranian American friends. Yeah, and like Giverbud said, my channel, I do what I want, you know? And like, here's the thing, I don't want to offend anybody. Like I said, that was the quietest train that ever came by. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have one, one of the main longtime workers at Universal, um, who um who works who works counter at the employee dining area. So I see her almost every time uh I'm I get lunch at Universal. She's from Tehran. Like, some of my best friends are from Iran. Like, this is, you know, I can't believe, you know. But I mean, and here's the thing: even the MAGA crowd right now is like, "What are we doing?" Yeah, exactly. What Captain Chaos said is absolutely correct. I don't look at people as a monolith, as good, like, you know, Jews good, Jews bad, Palestinians good, Palestinians bad. No, there's good people and pieces of shit everywhere. Here's the problem, though, and if I may briefly hop on my soapbox, and if y'all have a problem, y'all know where the door is. But the worst people are in charge right now. You know, the most irresponsible. Like, and here's the thing. What's the quote? When the love of power outweighs, or sorry, when the power of love outweighs the love of power, the world will know peace. How many people, you know, just trying to live, but it's a shameful thing because power hungry people tend to. Oh yeah, and we've been well. Look, the great swindle is, has always been that it's liberal versus conservative, and it never has been. The whole concept of a culture war is a fiction made up by the rich to keep us from uniting and eating them, literally. And not to out myself as a nepo baby too much, but every now and then when I'm getting up on my soapbox and saying, "Hey, we should eat the rich," my parents look at me like, "Huh?" Because my parents are upper middle class, and I'm like, "Do you think y'all are getting eaten?" Like, even if y'all are millionaires, and I frankly don't want to know what my parents' actual net worth is, but even if y'all are millionaires, do you really think a millionaire is getting eaten? Fuck no. The billionaires are getting eaten. You know? I mean, here's the thing. I have said for years, banana banana icing. I have said for years that I have no problem with people doing well under capitalism. Like, if you came from nothing, my father came from nothing and is successful. So, he is successful under capitalism. And if you're able to do that, more power to you. But like at some point, you just got to draw the line and be like, nah, this is ridiculous. Yeah, no, I'm all for eating the rich. Like I think they'd go great sauteed, stir fried, you know? And I think that's the yeah, and what Chris said, I think that's what makes the Epstein files so revelatory. It's that we're all realizing that holy shit, when these rich fucks get up there, there's no left right, um there's no American versus Saudi versus whatever. Ex- exactly, Chris. You know? And now this is not to say that we shouldn't care about certain culture war issues, because I mean, I for one think that the alphabet gang is having their rights stripped away at a rapid pace, and that scares the shit out of me. And also, women's rights are backsliding very quickly. Exactly. But we gotta keep in mind that all these issues, women's rights, abortion, even what I was talking about earlier, the vax versus anti-vax debate. It's all to keep us dividing and fighting amongst each other so that they can keep going to the bank. I don't know. Well, I don't know if every president is handpicked, Milburn, but just by virtue of a two-party system and the electoral college, the person who should be president often isn't president, and it because it's a first past the post system. It's just you know you you're essentially, and this has been the case since a long time. You're essentially picking the shinier of two shits. Like, okay, this is also why I've said for years that voting in America, even though I do vote every election, voting in America, especially for voting for president, is like flipping a two-headed coin and expecting tails. It's never going to happen. And for the record, none of this is to say that we shouldn't, like, at some point, you know, very much worry about the backsliding of women's rights, about the banning of abortions, about um, the yeah. I mean, look, look, and here's the thing, and Milburn is onto something when he says we'd be knocked off the soapbox, but it wouldn't just be knocking off the soapbox. Have y'all noticed that generally speaking, people who say that you should live in peace, that it's the top 1% that are fucking you over, their lives don't end well oftentimes. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Stokely Carmi or no, Kwame Ture I think lived okay. But who was the head of the Black Panther Party before Ture? You know, RFK Senior, not Junior. Junior's an idiot. RFK Senior, JFK, everybody who said, "Hey, you should live in peace," and that there's something wrong with the establishment. Boom. Fred Hampton, thank you, Elijah. John Lennon, Bob Marley. Here's a bit of conspiracy theories for y'all. Roberto Clemente, the famous Pittsburgh Pirate Hall of Famer, was killed in a plane crash flying aid to his native Puerto Rico. Inside job? Or wait, was Clemente Puerto Rican or was he Nicaraguan? Whatever. He was point the point is people who generally try to stand up for peace and justice and all that, they tend to end very poorly. So by the way, if for the record, y'all, if you ever see like a news piece that's like David Romano was found dead, suspected suicide, no, it fucking wasn't. No, it fucking wasn't. Just know that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I mean, and also let's keep it a stack. People love to like, um, there's always people pointing the. When am I moving to Canada? That's a good question, KT. No, I'm going to Nanaimo to rejoin my appendix. Um, Orange in a sock, yeah, yeah. For the record, if I disappear, wasn't me, wasn't me. But yeah, KT, I wish I could. I'm not gonna lie. I've thought about moving to Canada, but here's the thing: I love my country. I do. Like, here's the thing: I'm not a super patriot, and you'll never see an American flag flying from the back of my car. And I do think that there's an awful, 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 awful lot wrong with this country. But a lot of people are like, well, if you don't love it, then leave. Number one, I do love it. I just realize that there's things wrong with it. And I think that along with us together as a society, can be part of what makes those wrongs right. But no, 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 no. What up, Austrian Pigeony? But yeah, I'm not going to Canada today, tomorrow, or ever. Yeah, there's things wrong everywhere, you know? But like what I'm saying is that, and this is not to be like blue team versus red team, but a lot of the red team MAGA crowd tend to be very like tend to think that they have a monopoly on patriotism. And just because my patriotism doesn't look like your patriotism doesn't mean I'm not patriotic. You know, I don't violate the flag code. Oh, sorry, Austrian girl Oni. I'm in California, by the way. Los Angeles Dodger hat should is it. This is not just for show. I am a lifelong Dodger fan. I lived here my whole. I live here most of my life, not my whole life, but most of my life. I agree with you. I agree with you, Nilburn. It's just America is a microcosm, you know. But yeah, but that's the thing. Like, just because I don't like believe in disrespecting the flag code. Oh, Pidge Oni. Okay, or okay. If I You might have to do like the like mhm. Yeah, I mean, Chris, to be honest with you, the primary goal of this channel is feeding homeless cats, and we've been feeding homeless cats the entire time. But like every now and then we do need, like I said, it is my channel, and every now and then I do need to like talk about what's like eating me up inside. And like I said, if we are on drone watch, I haven't heard a goddamn thing about it. Um, I mean, hey, it's never too late to like head up to the old Nike missile batteries and like, polish up those things just in case. But yeah, I mean, look, all of this is completely unnecessary. All of this is so unnecessary. And I'm saying this, you know, we have let a tyrant get away with things. Yeah, if that's happening, I have not seen it. Also, I would seriously doubt that an Iranian drone could make it this far because they don't have the logistics to do that, I don't think. Like, you have to think about just how far. Yeah, they made threats, but like, can they do that? I doubt it. Like, they don't they don't have access to complex satellite-based navigation other than GLONASS maybe from Russia, but China's not giving them, but yeah, China's not letting them use Beidou, and they can't use GPS, they can't use Magellan, so they only have access to GLONASS satellites for GPS, for global positioning. If that, um, and Shahed drones do not have the range to attack even the east coast of the United States, much less the west coast. So the threat is as what it's always been. Israel might get attacked. As an Israeli, I couldn't give a shit. I hope no innocent people die, but like, I'm still waiting for Bibi to take a Shahed to the face. Like, come on, the Israelis got Khamenei. Like, I think it's only fair that the Iranians get Bibi. Please, 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 please. As an Israeli, I am waiting for that man to die. It's not even be the problem, it's start a problem. Yeah, no. I mean, here's and to be honest with y'all, I don't fear for California because they can make threats all they want unless they have access to technology that they have not been shown to have access to. It's all BS. It's the same way like they claim to have shot down a stealth bomber, but like it's like, no, you didn't. You made a model of a stealth bomber that's not even remotely to scale, and you claim that you shot the thing down, but you didn't do shit. About fuck. Hello. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was AI, but I do think it was completely unnecessary. Oh, it was AI? Oh, that's what you meant by AI. Yeah. It was like you know, it's it's absolutely obscene, I think. But yeah, I don't know. We should all just move to anarchist communes. Well, I mean, that's the thing is half the world is just glued to the TV and the other half is glued to the internet. And it's all bullshit. I wonder. Yeah, I'm definitely cats before humans, but like if there's a second if there's a second sunrise, uh what are we going to do about the cats? Like that's my concern. Yeah, no. Okay, speaking of which, funny story, true story. All right, and I do need to hit the road, so I'm gonna get in the car and I'll start driving. And if I Elijah, when you start hearing engine revving noises like I'm getting on the freeway, tell me to turn this fucking thing off, by the way. Just in case I brain fart. Okay, KT, I might have um I contact you know what? I need to start working on getting some cats to you now, cuz yeah, I mean, and I mean, Rona. The thing is that the Middle East in general, not just Dubai. Dubai is one of the nicer places. It's the less affluent parts of the Middle East that you got to worry about. Like having lived in Israel for a year, Israel has feral cats out the frickin' wazoo. Same thing in Jordan, same thing in Palestine, same thing in Egypt, same thing in Lebanon, same thing in Syria, same thing in Iran, Iraq. There, no, we're not doing live picking, Elijah. I've got some shit to do at home, and also, like I said, I don't have the ability to really drive. Quiet. I don't have the ability to really drive at the moment with this car. I don't feel necessarily comfortable doing freeway street speeds while streaming in a car that isn't mine, and I don't have my usual like hands-free setup and what have you. So wait, Katie, when you say so many euthanized, is your place euthanizing cats, or are you just trying to save people from, or is your rescue doing the like saving people from the euthanasia? Okay. Oh, you take the ones on the euthanasia list. Okay. So yeah, I think for now, Katie, keep prioritizing that. And if things become really, really like emergency status here in California, I'll get in touch with you for sure about that, because I think I got in contact with somebody from your rescue, but maybe if I work directly through you, it'll be easier. But yeah, that's an amazing thing for you to do, Katie. But yeah, what was it, Rona? Yeah, I don't have my car at the moment. It's in the shop getting its air conditioning system fixed because it's deader than shit, right? It like my air conditioning is completely dead. It's got a leak in it somewhere, so that the freon doesn't stay in place, and because of that, uh, see how many cats are chilling over here. The plate is done. The tuxie is exactly where I left the tuxie earlier. That's hilarious. Um, oh, I gotta go through your boss. Okay, you just. If I do, though, I'll let you know, and you got to put in special word and be like, "Hey, this guy's awesome. Check out his channel. He does amazing work." No, Rona, this is actually my parents' car, which is why we're not taking the stream on the freeway, because I'm fine doing 25 on a almost abandoned street and talking to y'all. I am not fine doing 70 on a freeway. in not my car and not a rent-a-car. Okay, let me pull over very quickly because I'm about to hop on the freeway. So let me just wrap this sucker up, put it in park, hazard flashers on. All right. Yeah. So everyone, everyone, I love it. I love all of you. Be kind to one another. Be awesome. Maybe we'll have a stream from home with the cats and picking tomorrow, just to make up for the fact that I cannot take y'all home with me. But I love every single one of y'all. Keep it good. Take care of your cats, and be kind to one another, and try and see the humanity in your opposite number. This isn't to say that you should tolerate intolerance, because intolerant people should not be tolerated. But if just because somebody thinks a little bit differently than you do, they're not necessarily bad people. I know that's really soapboxy, but it is what it is. Oh, and one other thing. Eat the rich. Bye.